focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
Watson on first down. He's got Fuller. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson buying time to his left. He's letting this thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. On 2nd down. It's Grant, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Get him. Get him. Get him.
On play action, Allen. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is fielded at the 27. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The stop was made by Jannard Avery. From the 31, Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Watson. Flushed out right. Going. And this is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
The stretch to right there turned it into a really nice game. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's first and goal. They'll run it with Johnson, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What did they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check nickel. 49, check 49, check 5 wide. Alert. Check.
To the air, Allen. Trying to lay one up deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. After the sack on first down, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. This is caught inside the 15. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 56 yards. On first down, it's Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, 29 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans 16.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 3rd down, Grant. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 15-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Watson being chased out left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
It's a gain of 6.
On third down, Johnson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And taken at the 46. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Grant trying to run inside, but nothing there. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. Throwing on second down. Allen. Flush to his right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Aguilar has it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Next to score, Eagles 41, Texans 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
22, 22.
Watson now to throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loop. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. Hey, check. Ready? Watching your five. Watch the flood. Watch the flood.
Now a give right side. It's Grant. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on second down. Allen, he's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They begin the drive with Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and at the 33-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. To throw is Watson. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And an alley to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
Touchdown City, baby! Touchdown City!
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him.
Max 22, Max 22.
To try again after the sack. Watson under pressure again, and down he goes again.
And that's his third sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Taking on the midfield logo. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give him much better starting position. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there.
On 1st down, Watson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
22, 9. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 9 to go.
From the end zone, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It got his man complete. A big play there just before halftime. And even 60 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Watson. Going up top. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first.
He's got a man complete. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
19. Check flag 30. Is it? All day, defense, all day.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. Forced out to his left. Looking for... That's caught inside the 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. This is Grant. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. They come out here in the eye. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. On 2nd down, it's Grant. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55 as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Check, 59. Here we go.
Running right, here's Sanders. And not much room to operate as they'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Watson. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. Got his man. It's Eifert. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills there to make the grab as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2.
Hey, watch the leg.
To the air yet again, Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to wind up and air it out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 48 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
We got to step it up. Mike 7. It's a
Back to throw, Watson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they give this time to the tailback. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Mike 7. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 7's a Mike. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball? 7's a Mike. Mike 7. I got it. Mike 7. Mike 9.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give, right side. Grant. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 22, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, If you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. On 1st down, Swift. And they're going to lose some on this play, being knocked back to the 18. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Hey, let's go.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. 3rd and long. It's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.